All right. Hello, hello, hello. Happy New Year. Good evening, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. Turn that down. Feedback in the mic's a little high for me. How is everyone doing? Hope you all had a wonderful New Year's Eve, wonderful New Year's Day, and all that good stuff. Back at it again. We'll be back on what we were working on prior to the charity stream, which was the Master Grade Tallgeese II. A lot of Tallgeese II going on lately. And so I'm excited to get back to work on that. Pull this out. I think we were on the arms last time. So we can continue on that today. And we'll be working on that. And have good times as usual. Got two kits up for a giveaway today. A high grade Zaku 2, so Char Zaku HGUC number 234, and an SDEX Wing Gundam Zero. It's the new one that just came out. We just got them in our restock. So before I get back to building, I got to pull all these runners back out since they were all boxed up for the charity stream. I want to go through the chat and say hello to everybody. But before I forget, number one, hit that like button if you enjoy these streams. It definitely helps me out. Gets more eyeballs on it, lets more people see and join in on the fun. And number two, don't forget we have that live 10 code for 10% off over at mechawarehouse.com. If you were thinking about picking something up tonight, take advantage of that code, save yourself 10%, and so let's say hello to everyone in the chat, and we'll get started. So Dylan Dull, Gupla Viking, Rob to Builder, Lewis Wong, what's up? Rybers, Albert, Metz, Andrew Hersan, Wyatt, Adam Ansar, a random hero. Missed the last few streams due to work. Thankfully I'm off for change. Nice. It's always good to get some time off from work. I know I feel kind of refreshed. Didn't take a ton of time off, but just getting a couple days here and there helps a lot for me. Let's see. Travis Phipps, what's up? Happy New Year after the charity stream. Text predict head FBI after hello. What's up? Aspen, Bethia, Buster, Studio WD, Two Hands, Weeks K, Happy New Year. Would like to get into scribing. Would appreciate any suggestions for chisel sizes and display versus MadWorks. It's a great question. I haven't personally used either. I would tend towards display myself just based on, I don't know, what I know about the manufacturers, I guess. But interested if anybody knows about both of them. What's up, Varfu? Ashley, what's up? Erfig, Steeds, Tachi, Uchiha, what's up? Caleb Shuck, Cad C, A Pitts. Trying to see the usuals was Artie. He said he'd be here. Ashley, mine is crazy weather, good start to a new year, nice. Use simple stands, solves most weight issues. Let's see. Anthony Ramirez, what's up? Steeds, first time here, looking forward to the stream. Welcome to you, Steeds, and any other first timers, and I guess welcome to all of our regulars too. Robert Hannaford, hi ho, I survived the COVID, that's good to hear. Kyle Dixon, what's going on? That's not Nick. Yeah, it's bad. Although the 5 o'clock shadow, I'm feeling a little bit better already. It'll be even better in a week or two. What's up, Bob? Bobby Burley, what's going on? Scott, having a substitute this week. So Craig Homan, A Pitts, Chris C, Hector. I got my 30-minute sisters. Thanks, nice. What's up, MWG? Looks like Nick's evil twin. Does it miss the beard? Same here, Adam. Let's see, face still cold. Oh, I'm feeling it. Like when the garage door opens, I can tell from the other side. It's a glorious beard. No, I mean, it wasn't necessarily glorious, but just even a closely trimmed beard is way better than this. So I noticed the most after I shaved after a really long time. Yeah, it's definitely noticeable. So Web C. Okay, so I think I've said hello to everybody. Time to get back on the instructions for this one. Remember where I had left off. I think that was at 3-2. We got the lower part of the arms. I think it was the upper arms that were next. Beard wasn't super patchy, so I've got beard envy on any beard. Sorry to hear that. What's up to Optimist Rhymes? It's my first Star Wars kit, 148 ATST. Nice. I don't think I need this until I get to the backpack. So I can get all my runners back out. So how was everyone's New Year? Anybody do anything exciting? We stayed in, did a movie marathon, watched both Incredibles with the kids, and then we watched the Shang-Chi, the Marvel movie on Disney Plus. What's up, Nick? Happy New Year, everyone. What's up, Kalon? I worked. Bummer, Kogi. Good fancy roast dinner for two. Nice. First, I'm here and completed my first build recently. Got hooked to HD Strike Freedom and already picked up RGX yet. And wife ordered a V2 Assault Buster for the birthday. Gone off the deep end. So usually what happens, Anthony. Welcome to the hobby. That's with my dad and brother. Cool. Old Sharzaku 32 I can build. Still want to try my first MG. Nice. Well, 10-hour shift at the liquor store workout. Let me tell you, that was wild. I bet. Just got done binging the Lord of the Rings extended editions. Crazy. Some cleaning for some more model kits to build. Build straight Cosmos for New Year's. Nice. I spent a few years inside after getting COVID over Christmas, so it could have been better. There's no shallow end. Great New Year's Eve, prepared by an FBI. Arnold flick, I haven't seen before. End of Day is not great, but New Year's adjacent turns out. Yeah, I mean, it's an okay movie. I watched that one recently. Wait, is this a new host? Yep. Man, I have to live with this for another couple weeks until the beard comes back, right? Finished HG Gin type, high maneuver, cool. Back to building my RX 3.0 tonight. Nice. How far through it are you? That was a kind of a fun kit. Oh, hey, new guy hosting the stream. Where's Nick? I offed him. How fast does your beard grow? I mean, fairly fast. I haven't really measured rate of growth, but I feel like about a month to get back to kind of where I was right beforehand, which was trimmed up a bit. Chest and head done nice. I feel like the legs and the arms is a lot of cool movement gimmicks in that one. What's up, Bean? Finished my MG this morning. Surprisingly fun kit, nice rod. Working my custom heavy arms, but I'm stalling until my new Verkot comes in. Super excited to get a wing in Phoenix. Husband, I can't wait to get him the MG saws. It'd be nice. I get the glory losers MG add-on set. I didn't. There's the Artifact EXS. Now it's got to go out and grab some putty and primer. Nice. I primed my Artifact. I don't know, a few days ago. I've been taking advantage of the dojo being closed this week between Christmas and New Year's, so I'm getting a ton of stuff done, building-wise. I finished painting my the Optimus G1 that I built from Flame Toys, which I think came out looking pretty good. The colors are nice. I top coated it this afternoon, so I get to assemble that later. And I've also the Alto ground type I've been making progress on too. Just got the top coat, one more set of parts. Today's not feel like a Saturday. The holiday is throwing me way off. Definitely arty. But MG opens kit expansion for the RX-78. I really want a hammer. It looks like it came in the 2.0, but that looks to be out of print. I've seen the 2.0 around a few times. She mails Jogan tonight. Watched most of the MS team while I was building this morning. Nice. Shiner's fundraiser is at 68.12 now. Yep, we got that full match. We hit the full match point for that 1K match, so I'm not sure if the link is still valid at this point. It might be. If it is, I mean, feel free to continue to donate if you are so inclined, but I'm gonna stop pushing it because I don't want to just ask people for money over and over again. Steal the hammer from the EG kit. Anyone got any fun New Year's resolutions or any goals for 2022? It's a great question, Artie. Okay, parts now. C1 and 2, 6. My main goals myself, building-wise, is to get my work in progress backlog down a bit. I have so many partially assembled kits, or more like kits that are assembled but need decals or paint. So that's my biggest goal, at least Gunpla wise. To clear my backlog, but that ain't happening. My backlog under 3 digits. Looking to buy a new house in 2022. I know the market sucks, but I'm trying to move out of the city to a quieter area, better school district for the kids. I'm gonna scribe or start resident conversion. You know, for a 12-hour stream, that was a good amount. For the hospital, seems like 2021 hit people a bit hard. Lots of charity streams are down a bit this year. It's kind of what I've heard. Call a number of how many tissue pieces Nick had to use after he shaved. Michael, stop buying so much but building more. Don't do it, Bobby. Don't do it. Just kidding. It goes to blow up and then act like I don't know any. No. There are definitely panel line options that are not enamel. Like Vallejo has a wash that works pretty well in their Vallejo Mecha line. I mean, they've got several. If you want a different color, you could make your own equivalent from other enamel paints if you really wanted to avoid the enamel thing. Grabbed a 86 pre-order for HG1. Thanks for the code. Nice. Thank you, Brittany. To go scribe my Rayquaza and pass organic chemistry, then work through my backlog. Well, good luck especially on the organic chemistry thing. I was not a fan of chemistry. Any news on the RG God Gundam? No, Paul. We until we get our next order sheet or whatever, we won't hear any new news on them. I'm gonna streamline my bench and hobby space this year. Mass organization efforts needed. Nice. Housing market is horrendous, but in a growing area, NC in June. Big change from NY, but plenty of space for kids to grow. Within a month, the prices shot up about 10 to 12K. Crazy. When you all get more water decals in stock. So we're placing our next Delpy restock order probably this coming week or the week after. It's definitely in queue to place our next order. So it should be really soon that we're placing the order. Usually they show up in about a week, give or take. So it should be pretty soon. News on PG models, nothing new. Bought a townhouse last year. I had no choice. Prices suck. Definitely plan on pre-ordering my God Gundam through the warehouse, but I know the order lists won't be out for a bit. Yeah, it's gonna be a while. We're still waiting on confirmations for Q1 stuff. Let alone the order sheet for Q2 or 3. Evening, y'all. What's up? You kicked my dog. I did chem in college. I got really excited because the lab book said we would be using fertilizer after class started. The professor laughed and used a less explosive experiment. Do you prefer to panel line with? So gentle with the sanding sponges like a pro. Thanks, Paul. Yeah, this is a sanding stream. That's what people will joke if this is your first time here. If I'm not painting a kit, I will often use the panel lining markers. If I'm painting it, then I've been using Vallejo washes just because I'm using Vallejo paints. I like to avoid the hard stuff, if you will. Can I request MG Barbatos and MG Sazabi decals? Sure. I think we'll be trying to restock those if Delpy has them. Well, for 2022 is to get my hands on an HG Nightingale and a MG Synergy. Nice, Rob. Let's finish up a little bit of work on HG Saku. Cool. Is sanding ASMR and chill ×3. I'm actually I think it's gonna be hard going back to the dojo this week because I've gotten used to being able to come home from the warehouse and spend a little bit of time in the hobby room with the family working on stuff. It's been nice being able to push some projects along pretty quick. New recommendation. Speaking of fertilizer and its uses, Nick, don't forget to mention the cliff notes for the certain number we can't use for the giveaways. We definitely will discuss that briefly. Any recommendations for nippers? I just use simple ones from Hobby Lobby right now and use an X-Acto blade for the nubs. I use God Hands because that's what I got a while back and they've done a great job for me. The Disc Bay 3.0 nippers are really popular as well for good reason. They're supposed to be really good. So those would be the two that I most recommend. No, I can't wait to get my Psycho Zaku ready to get some work done at nice. Just built that kit, getting on top of the computer since its name is Tallgeese II. Cool. I don't realize aside from Chewbacca, the base, and some beams, the AT-ST is completely light gray. Wait, there's a giveaway? Yes, Eric. So we do typically every Saturday night with the live streams. We'll give away a couple kits. Tonight we're giving away an HG Zaku 2 and an SD EX Wing Gundam 0. And so the way we usually do that is at some point during the stream, I'll ask for people to put a number in a certain range in the chat. We'll be changing that slightly, so make sure you listen for it when we start calling for numbers, when I explain that. But we will typically do that a handful of times during the stream. If somebody gets the number exactly, they win the prize, and if they don't, nobody gets it, we roll the prize over. Okay. Heard that Master Grade Gundam X is on the reprint list for quarter. Have you heard anything about that, or just talking? Oh, their ass. I don't remember off the top of my head, honestly. There's so many versions of Zaku. I don't watch Gundam, so it puzzles me how all the versions get sold out so fast. I don't know, it's a cool design, I guess. There's lots of variants. It's a grunt. People tend to be big on grunt suits for some reason, too. Okay, E2 and 3. Timeline on when many of the master grades will be back in stock. I don't have a definite time frame, but there are a bunch on order. So we'll be getting some in at some point. I just can't really say when exactly. Things are so unpredictable these days with our orders. So Zaku's a soldier. I mean, basically, the Zaku's basically a rank and file machine. There's ones that are piloted by aces that have fancy color schemes or customization on them, but I think that's one of the reasons it's popular. Same thing with the GM or the Gym. They're, you know, a grunt design, and I think people just like the rank and file grunts a lot for some reason. They need to release new Ultron HG or Death Cytel soon. I bet the Ultron will be next. Doing all wing Gundams, they're so awesome. Nice. The MG for the Zaku is awesome, and all the 2.0 based Zaku 2s are very good kits. So hopefully we'll see more in the near future. MG Tallgeese II. Which Tallgeese is this? Gunplus Bay. This is the master grade. I did the real grade during the charity stream, actually. So I've built a lot of Tallgeeses lately. Lego sets, you get like 700 stormtroopers over the span of many sets. You need a bunch of them, right? A single stormtrooper is pretty much useless, but 700, you can do something with that. So we know if the anime that the Moon Gundam is from is on Stream Anywhere. The Moon Gundam's actually from a manga, so I don't believe that there is an anime version of the Moon Gundam. Seven stormtroopers and they still can't hit anything. Statistically, at least one of them will hit something. That's why you need 700. When I sell my Legos, I need room for Gundam and Ava. At least Legos hold value pretty well. I don't think Legos lose value like some things out there. I think Disappointment bought a table that was cheaper than I could build it. The measurements are for the box, not the table. It's like 1/2 the advertised size. Oh, that's a bummer. The no grade 100 Nataku way back when did they remake it? Not the no grade. There's a master grade. Just for MG nervous to start my sword impulse. Paul, it's not really any harder than doing any other kit. There's just more parts than say a high grade. But if you can build a high grade, you can build a master grade. Just follow the instructions and take your time, especially if you're worried about it, but nothing crazy. Legos hold value better than anything. I don't know about anything. There's some things that will appreciate in value probably faster than Legos. I don't know that I would buy Legos as a long-term investment, but you're definitely not losing money on them. Lego flower kits and vases are cool. Zaku's technically can't hit anything one up against Gundams too. How'd the warning go due to the 8 problem from charity stream? I don't know, no issue. No one said anything to me other than you guys. I'm trying to figure out if my next build is a Nightingale or the Sinju. Tough choice. Although it is about that time, so we probably should do our first draw of the night. So here's the deal. We're going to change things up a little bit in how we do these draws, so make sure you listen carefully. Generally, or what we found during the charity stream is that there's at least one number, and I wouldn't be surprised if there is a second or third number out there that is actually censored by YouTube. In this case, it was because of white supremacist ties or something like that. Kind of surprised me, but if you post just that number without anything else, your message just disappears. You'll still see it, but nobody else will. So going forward, we're going to put a word with the with your number, and that should hopefully get us around it. And I want to ask for a different word or ask a question with each set. So how about for the first one, you are going to, in addition to your number, we're going to flip the coin first and then draw the numbers. For this first one, how about we'll put your favorite grade. So high grade, real grade, PG, whatever, put the grade, those 2 letters, and then your number, and we're going to pick a number this time between 1 and 500. So favorite grade and a number between 1 and 500. Throw it in the chat and we will draw winners in a little bit. Remember, 1 number per person. Do not delete or change your number. And we only ship to US addresses. It'll be interesting to see if this works better. If you don't have letters with your number, it won't count. Panel lining, PG Zaku. White supremacists even ruining numbers now. Thanks a lot, yeah. Probably noticed the number was probably used to spam and harass. Probably, I mean, it kind of makes sense. But now we got to find a workaround. Discussing the Tallgeese Flugel Master Grade just started shipping out in the States last week, and there are a ton of people on Facebook already trying to scout for hundreds of dollars. Your grade was 11th grade. Heck of a year. This will be interesting. I'll learn something with every draw this time because of the questions. So I'll have to come up with some other questions. I'll probably have to reuse them pretty frequently, but it'll keep us fine on that. And it will keep people paying attention and not just throwing a random number in whenever they see someone post a number, hopefully. You only use the 3M sanding paper to sand? Currently, yes. I've only used these 3M sanding sponges. I want to try some other brands just to see how they compare. I have so many of these 3M ones though that's why I've been using them for so long. Well, this turned out lots of Gundam Gunpla fans. I guess not bad. Paul, this is a decent one. I feel like the streams have been slightly smaller lately. I think that's partially due to not sending the email out right before, and I think it's also partially due to just the time of year. What's up, Henry? How's it going? What I missed? Not much, Henry. We're doing our first draw. So I bought all the MG heavy arms from overnight. I hate that. We got a bunch of the MG heavy arms on the way. Not shipped yet, but never see the email that just knows 8:30 on Saturday night is sanding stream. I stopped doing the Saturday emails maybe like a month ago, maybe. We've done like one or two. So roast of the draw. So we're adding a question to answer in addition to number. This time it was, what's your favorite grade? Some display glass files coming in the mail. What are people's thoughts on them and what's proper use of them? I normally use sponges like you. Not sure if it's the same sort of sanding with them. I haven't used them, so I'm going to refrain from telling you how to use them because I don't really know. Only the draw there was only 24 people, and here now it's up to 75. All right, I'm gonna call time here in a moment. Let's call time. Okay. So I got two numbers to draw. Okay, so first one, 346. For the Zaku 2. And 199 for the Wing Gundam 0. 346, 199. Let me know if anybody picked one of those. I'll confirm. Drez says me. So. Oh, Drez, nice with 346. But 199 looks like it's a no winner yet. So the Zaku 2 is already off the board. So Drez, send an email to support@mechawarehouse.com. Please include what you won, your number, your handle here, just to make things easy for Patrick when he's got to figure all that stuff out. And we'll send that out this week. My dog, I finally found a local place And Sophia that does build nice, but Omicron is spiking like nuts down here. I bet. It seems like it's spiking nearly everywhere. Our big cases here, it seems like, are going up constantly. Hopefully that'll be the end of it, though, because more people are going to have immunity, whether they want to or not. Please repeat what you said. I'm sorry, I didn't get to write it down. Send an email address to support@mechawarehouse.com with all your details. Unfortunately, I have COVID right now. Oh, bummer, Henry. Hope it is not treating you too poorly. Hopefully it's like Omicron or something with the lessened symptoms and stuff. Crap, I missed the raffle ad. We got another prize, so we'll be doing another draw soon. Be kind of curious to see what the results are for people that prefer, for type of kit, grade. Well, Brian, you are more than welcome to add up all the numbers for those. Code passes soon, man. I hate to hear it. Yeah. I hope so too. Okay. Thank you for the sub, Alex. Alex Estrella. What draws you into picking a kit is a good question. That's a good question. Stuck on Omicron for about a week, like HG, because they are cheap and I can do more of them. That's most likely new variant Omicron. Fortunately, I haven't had too bad. Well, it's good. I mean, that'd be nice, right? If everybody just starts just getting normal cold symptoms and gets over it in a week. That would be generally good for the world. Nathaniel, like as a marketing manager working on the Masters, I'd love to see what sweet data you get out of these questions. Yeah, I need someone to crunch the numbers for me or something. And that one is D6. Better late than never. What's up, Sniper? Another way to do midstream polls? Probably. I'm not familiar with how to do it. I've been off work for days now, and I don't want to go back on Monday. I hear you, Artie. I hear you. Tomorrow's kind of like going back to normal for me. Jiu-jitsu session in the morning. I guess the afternoon will be different. We couldn't do our normal Christmas thing on Christmas this year because my youngest had a cold. It seems like the rest of us got by without getting it, but the rest of my family didn't want to come for Christmas and risk getting a cold, so we're doing that tomorrow. So I feel about college starting back up. It starts the 18th. The kids go back on the 4th. So to use those days to prep study, build, Gallimont, gotta finish painting it. Nice. College is another thing I don't miss. What are you studying, Ashley? Probably something interesting if you're taking organic chem. Ethan, I haven't bought any kits in a month now. It's so frustrating when restocks immediately sell it everywhere, trying to buy new kits. I'm assuming that's kits like trying to buy a PS5 nowadays. Just curious, how long have you done jiu-jitsu for? Sorry if you said before. First stream able to catch. No problem, mate. Pits. I answer the same question all the time. Like, all the time. So I started like at the end of 2013. So it's been what? All 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So 8 years with a short hiatus during like the beginning of COVID, like March to September or so of 2020. Snowing at 12 degrees. It was 75 and sunny yesterday. Crazy. It was like wet and foggy today, I think. We stayed in and didn't do anything, so I didn't really have to experience it, but that's what it looked like outside. Did some work on some kits, and then the big accomplishment today was trying to finally catch up on filing. We were like a year or two behind on filing and clearing out our file cabinet and stuff. Vet tech, I have a semester and one class left. Nice. Would have been done, but took 3 years off when my twins were born. Now I just got to finish. Well, that's cool. Nick, how's it going? Good, Mark D. How are you? Real heavy fog today. Gross. Still no snow here. I think it's 45 degrees. Damn, that's awesome. I always wanted to get to a BJ gym, but closest one is like 45 miles away, and I work weird hours. Yeah, that makes it a little hard. 45 miles is a lot. I drive about 45 minutes to the academy where I train, but we also, when COVID started, or I guess partway through COVID, I guess, a few guys and I started training together at my dojo, kind of like an underground quarantine crew. We kind of called ourselves jiu-jitsu thing. Bunch of brown and black belts, basically, focusing on some cool stuff together. And we still get together like once or twice a week there, in addition to the training we do at the academy. So it's good stuff. So Sunday morning has become our like quarantine crew day. Doing good and sad. Very tired. Drove from Ohio to Virginia to take my son back to the Army base. It's a decent drive. Yeah, manga only. Jayhound, you're probably like way behind on the stream if you're talking about manga right now. Oh, fog and rain. Yeah, it makes for a fun drive, I bet. Say Nick, it's Fight Club. I mean, pretty much. The math right there are results of the questions: SD2, HG20, RG19, MG33, FM1, PG3. That sounds about right. MGs are definitely the most popular. It's a shame the stream's running with half of the usual audience. I think it's partially because it's New Year's Day and we're not doing the emails anymore on Saturdays. Nick, can you show us a close-up of a piece you sand? Sorry, learning. I need to see these things. Sure. So, let me see if this... I always have trouble with this. I need a dark... Need a better way to get this to focus. What's up, Jay Punisher? Super behind somehow. And Artie was hungry. I need a better way to focus this. You know that one I like that doesn't get a lot of mention, that Nemo. Nemo's pretty cool. It's basically a gym though. I need a... There it goes. Hopefully you saw it. It's really tough to get the focus on the camera here. One of these days I'll figure it out. He might still be hungover, possibly. We're doing things with family or whatever. Mark Roth in here. I don't know if I've seen him. He's pretty much the GM before it turns into GM2 or Gym2. All right. Okay, D9. GM is odd lineage, doesn't it? Starting with the Zanny? I'm not sure. Grunt talk. What's everyone's favorite grunt suit? We all know the unanimous answer is Hakui, but what's the next answer for everyone? It's a good question. It's hard to choose. There are so many cool grunts. Can't for cows a grunt, or technically Ace exclusive. I forget. I have no idea. Ground GM and Zaku 2 Kai, Jesta, Zaku 2, Leo, Maganak. If I'm currently building a Leo, Leo's a good kit. Hardy speaks truth, shun and smite any disbelievers. Dagger, because of the different things it can suit it with. Interesting. GM Cold District's type, also the dagger. GM Cold District's cool. I got the master grade of that on my backlog. Just gun cannon. Looking towards the Zegok, those little water claws, clawy boys. What's considered a grunt in the Siege universe? It's like the Jinx or something, right? With the American type I just love because of the color scheme. Whoops. GX is 00. Oh, it is. Jin. I haven't seen 00 or Seeds, so they're all kind of blurry to me. Okay, A, 10 and 11. Anyone know what Destiny is available in its colors if you never piloted it? That's a good question. I have no idea. You must have piloted it. But something other than the main show or something. GM Sniper 2 is a badass green unit. GM Sniper 2 is cool. Definitely cool. I think that's why, like, a grunt like the GM is so cool, because there could be so many different variations of it through the whole, like, all the timeline stuff that goes on. different color schemes, all that stuff. Sniper 2 and the Sniper Custom are fantastic. Tell you all about the Seed soap opera. Destiny might have the most brutal death, getting involved by a pack of dogs with laser teeth. I think I gotta watch that series just for that. Sounds like the dogs with bees in their mouths, so as they bite you, you get stung by bees. Our belongs to the AC Grunts, Leos, Taurus, Aries, and Virgo. It's all about the Virgo. They need to get the rest of the wing grunts done in HG. The army always makes me laugh from G Gundam. The Dark Army corpse-driven mobile suits. Now I really gotta see G Gundam. I'm missing out on so much. Okay, I think it's time to do our next draw. Like the first one, we're going to keep the trend of doing a question with the numbers to help minimize chance of random YouTube censorship and because it's interesting to keep people paying attention. So this time, let's put a number between 1 and 300 and tell me what your favorite favorite Gundam series is. Favorite Gundam series and a number between 1 and 300. Wing, IBO, 8th MS team. Unicorn. Thunderbolt. Stardust Memories. And none. PC6. likes build fighters as their faith. Sorry, Lewis. Absolutely love build fighters. I think that's Kate's favorite. I could not watch with Seed. Start my Artifact Nightingale, my finger still hurt from putting together the EXS. Nice. All right, putting time in the chat. One to 300, number 37. Oh man. Oh wait, that was the last question. So I don't think there was a 37 this time. Oh, it's on. Never mind. Let's see. Thunderbolt. Okay, Wyatt with 37. Congratulations, Wyatt. I'll have to pull something out of my bag of tricks for another prize. Congrats, Wyatt. So just like the last winner, send an email to support@mechawarehouse.com with your info, and we'll send that prize out to you this week. Okay, H1, 4, and 8. What's up, Michael Foster? What's going on? Put in 37 for months and it finally wins. There you go. Consistency. Consistency pays off. Scrap done work. About to relax my first RG Ava kit. Nice. Speaking of prizes, is there any pattern to what kits you put up for stream prizes? Not really, Jimmy. Sometimes, like certain ones, like the, like often the stuff that I choose to put up, like the SD Wing was a new release that just came in. The HG Zaku 2 just came in this week as well, so they're, you know, new arrivals. That seemed like good kits to give away. And that's generally what drives what we'll give away. Be something either I have a lot of or just came in. But the other one is donations. A lot of our prizes, like the charity stream, the majority of our prizes for the charity stream were all donated by viewers and Discord members and the like. So like next week I have a MG Wing Zero custom, and that was donated by Bobby, and we'll be probably putting that up next week as one of the prizes. Let's see, congrats, stick with one number as well. As it doesn't like it, but he's shown me many more movies and shows since then. I bought was amazing. Where's Nick? Who's just subbing for him? Oh man. Nick lost a karate fight to this guy who was taking over as new leader of Mecha Warehouse. Man, your lack of faith already disturbs me. You need to put in the email what I want number or just my delivery contact info. If you put what you want and the number, it certainly helps. It makes it easier to track down which prize and who and all that stuff. Your handle here as well. Sometimes it's obvious and easy to decode, sometimes less so. To re-release the MG Shining, I'm sure they will. Definitely I'd say Nick with a baby face. I can't wait till it grows back. I am so sick of the lack of beard already. It hasn't even been a week. I'm sure I'm going to catch a lot of crap from my family tomorrow too, when they visit for our after Christmas thing. Rabbit needs to lose the beard too. The beard's coming back though, Raptor. This is temporary. I went for a signature crane, kick, and mix, savory, swept the leg, take. Actually, this version, Nick, we are seeing lost a coin toss. This is the Tails version. The coin provides wisdom and makes the choice for charity. Hey Nick, quick question. By any chance, have you heard of when the MG Faz for COD will be available again? I'm not sure. Part of me wants to say it was on an order form, but my memory is a little fuzzy on that. You see Cuz doing Metal Gear Solid kits. The Rex looks so neat. Just fully shave my face again. One of my old jobs told us we needed to be clean shaven, so I quit and found another job. Chin is getting cold just looking at you, Nick. Yeah. But this guy doesn't know how to flip a coin. Man, Artie's going hard on this. If I have to shave for charity again, it's going to be for a lot more money than $1,000. Have it been more or less to have you dye your beard instead of shave? I don't know. It depends on what color I'd have to dye it. mean, you buy a chinchilla to help with the cold chin, yes. Okay, now I gotta look this up with the FAS, because this whole 1028 thing, that doesn't... Yeah, I've got no FAS on order, so Bluefin isn't importing them, as far as I know. Dye it red. Depending on the color, might end in a shave anyway. There you go. Snub will be super warm, not as scratchy as real beard hair. When done, place chin back in its house to grow a new beard. Repeat. The Bandai Hobby Shop reprint list for October. So I've started to kind of figure out, Keith. I think Bluefin is not importing everything that Bandai's producing. I think they might. My guess is, and this is totally conjecture because I haven't heard anything official from them. When they first started the new paradigm of everybody placing orders and them allocating stuff, what we were told was that they were going to decide what to produce. I have a feeling that they're also now deciding what to import. Because, for example, the high-grade Leo was supposedly on a reprint list, but we aren't getting any of the Leos, and I ordered a ton of them. So there's no way that they decided, you know, not to just give them to me and give them to other people because we didn't order enough. It seems more likely that they decided we're just going to send all of our Leos to Japan or some other country or something. And I have a feeling that they might be doing that with certain kits, rather than have a very limited supply go to each country, that they're just deciding that we're going to do a run of, you know, FAS or Leos, for example, for, say, Japan or some other market. And maybe the next time around they do that for a different market. Hobby Lobby bought all the Leos, apparently. Are you sure, Michael? I was told no one was getting them. So I'll be pretty upset if they get them all. I'm pretty upset as it is with the way they're handling some of these things with some of these big box stores, but I'm not sure how much I can do about it. Also, it could be true they're constantly stocked Leos. It could be. But that's probably the last batch, so I don't know what they're doing with the more current batch. I don't know how they make these decisions. I just know that I'm frustrated by a lack of information. I'm going to do kit bashing. I'm going to start building a general, but main goal is to eventually build a sweet build I made in Gundam Breaker 3. Just not sure what grade is best to work with for kit bash. Depends on what parts you're looking to use. High grade or just 1/144. Scale in general will give you more options. Okay. So D, 21, and 22. With certain kids, age kits have been on the list a couple of times, but I only ever see it in Japan stores. Just recently, one of the store in the US. I stored for them. I think some US stores are going to Japanese-based suppliers. It's kind of obvious seeing some of the restock pictures or inventory coming in images and such. It would make sense with the availability of certain kits that don't seem to be available in most places. Let's have a kill I just got here. What kit is this? MG Tallgeese II. Okay, and here is the other piece I need for these shoulders. So the Aegis MG in stock. I'm not sure. Currently waiting for anyone to get in the MG Titus. Definitely not planning on paying 100 plus for it. I don't blame you. Most things do come back around though, so you're generally better off waiting anyway. I think we have Aegis, but I'm not 100% sure. Really want to build a gun cannon, but don't want to overpay double. Everything comes back around, generally speaking, so in my opinion, it's not worth overpaying, especially significantly for something, unless you absolutely need it right this second. Maybe the HG Neo Xeon, need an MG Kshatriya Verka. A Kshatriya Verka would be pretty cool, but I doubt we'll see one anytime soon. So you leave the nubs and cut them off later. I'm doing it wrong. I cut twice. So you cut further away, then cut at the piece, and then I sand or otherwise remove them. So the Kodo will probably never have the ability to reprint its own Ender's Kit since Konami is a terrible company. Certainly better to wait anyway because I don't have to pay shipping. I can pick it up that day. There you go, Bobby. P-Bandai kits. We don't carry P-Bandai because of the ton of extra markup we got to put on them. Wonder if Bandai check Google search results for how often various kits get looked up for and produced based on that. What if we could bump the results to some Google spam? I think they just use ordering. Do you have any ideas for the next contest? I'm not sure, Craig. I mean, there's some ideas that I've had. There were like the runner-up idea that I had when we did Repaired, but I'm going to wait till we get closer. We probably won't do another one on that scale until next year, so... But I probably should do another skill builder on Discord soon. Full mechanics, Kshatriya Repaired. I think we'd see an RE100 before we saw... I don't think they do full mechanics for UC. I saw a few of the metal ones for like 300, too much for me. That competition must have one Gundam and a substantial number of repurposed runners. To be fair, MGS kits have the same idea, but I like ZOE is niche enough that it wouldn't be considered highly. Such a repaired kit is one of the coolest I've ever seen. Wish I'd reprint it. That'd be really cool. There's a lot of stuff they really need to reprint. The insides of these rings are probably one of the most annoying places to deal with nubs. So I went out there, quick setting to me, tried out the quick setting to me extra thin cement of the regular, and it seems to be set pretty quick. Is there a notable difference? I haven't really noticed a huge difference between them, but I feel like I've used the two for different types of things. So I don't know if a comparison for what I've been using it for is really a good comparison. But it carries like a Shattered Repaired add-on. But I need to stop sleeping on so much of the fan base. We don't need 3 million different Unicorn, Zaku, and Wing Gundam kits. There's more PGs, RGs of the other wingsuits, Sinju, etc. I agree there. They probably see it as a risk, though. I know I would make much different decisions if I were in charge of Bandai. Okay. This big show with the P-Bandai stuff, it's getting ridiculous. Yeah, they're doing a lot of P-Bandai. Their margins are better, of course, because they're selling it directly. So let's, I think we're up for another draw. Let's give away, I think we still have a bunch of patches, so let's give away winner's choice, one of the Mecha Warehouse patches, either blue or green. This time, the question will be, what was the first series you saw, if any, and a number in the range between 1 and 100. Number between 1 and 100, which series did you see first? Remember, 1 number per person. Do not delete or change your number, and we only ship to US addresses. Season doing worldwide distribution, but still it sucks. Missed out on the do it free, and I'm salty. At first, it wasn't a big deal with the P-Bandai on the color sauce, but there's so many things I want. I don't know what I'm going to be doing in a couple months. On the P-Bandai decisions that makes me angry is every Pale Rider being P-Bandai. A lot of cool for a cause studio. Good night, guys. Girlfriend isn't feeling well. Needs my help. See you later, Bobby. Hope she feels better. Manny, hi Nick. Happy New Year. Look back at 2021. What are you happy with in terms of the hobby, and what would you like to change for 2022? It's a good question. But in terms of the hobby, imagine a PG heavy arms Tallgeese, probably as hard as others. In terms of the hobby, I mean, I guess I'm pleased that it's growing and that there's still new people coming into the hobby all the time, which is good. But I think if there was one thing that I'd like to see change, it would just be the availability of inventory of kits. I feel like so much is still hard to get, and I would like to actually get what I order and have all that stuff be simpler. They might have put or a couple of the HG Thunderbolt kits last time they reprinted. They sold so quick, and it's been so long since that reprint. Make a resolution to work out more this year. Decide tomorrow's a better day to start. I definitely didn't. I don't tend to make, well, I guess I've made workout resolutions before. Got a guy I know that has a resin printing company, and I have him on game to print me a Crossman's full cloth piece by piece. They need to reprint a lot of stuff. In 7 months, my local shop seems to have no variety compared to when I first started going. Sure, shipping from out of the country has a lot to do with it. It's a real bummer for all. It's not just shipping, it's just the production is not keeping up with demand. And it's hard, especially for a small-time shop, to carry this stuff well these days, because like it used to be that you could go and order stuff and get more of whatever it is that you're carrying and restock because you ran out or you ran low, and not just place your order for months out. And I think that makes things really hard, especially for smaller businesses and stuff. Wasn't Bandai going to build another factory pre-human malware? I'm not sure about their plans. I know they were expanding their factory or something, or we're in the middle of moving to a new factory, I think. I'm not sure. I think they're probably looking for more capacity, but it takes time and money to do that, so it doesn't always happen fast. Okay, drawing for these patches, or this patch, I guess. Our number is 78. Looks like Travis Phipps with 78. So Travis, send an email to support@mechawarehouse.com with your info. Make sure you include whether you want the blue or the subdued. And we'll send that out this week as well. Congratulations. Should have made another factory say that giant Gundam statue. I have a feeling the cost of the statue is nothing compared to the cost of the factory. Giant Gundam statue is probably cheaper than a new factory. I think so. I cannot imagine what it would cost just for the equipment in the factory, let alone the space and the hiring and training of the staff to run it and everything else that would go with it. They could have built the door to the factory. Yeah, probably. I'll put in an order, so at least it's worth shipping. If you want to, Travis, that works too. I don't mind though that the cost of shipping one of those patches is not very high. They did finish making the factory just before COVID happened. Allegedly, the plan to build a factory somewhere else. Oh, the Bandai controls as well. The Gundam statue is like a week's of work for them. I'm sure if demand continues at what it's at, they'll end up with another factory. Whether they've moved as fast as they could on it, I'm sure they're like been wondering how much of it's a spike that will go away, or whether the demand is there for good. That's a lot of money to invest to stand up another whole factory. And if demand falls out, then all that's lost. Happy New Year, Nick. Happy New Year, XS Gunpla. What's going on? Sucks, but it's what it is. I just grab whatever nowadays. In the bed, but looks like there'll be snow in the morning. Cool. Have a good evening, Weeks K. Happy New Year. What's up, Sad Cat? It's gonna be a bit before it gets good again, but that's what happens when there's a pandemic. Yeah, I mean, can't control everything. We've been able to get more and more supply, so part of that's just us ordering more and being willing to stock up a lot more. I mean, at some point we'll hopefully be in a place where we're comfortable stocking massive amounts of stuff long term, because we'll have the space and the capital to cover it. I'm from UK. I'm starting to buy Gunpla. I have some good sources, but where would be a good place to purchase Gunpla? I don't mind paying shipping. I'm not sure for UK. Was it Armor of? I guess it's like Armor of God or something, or Armor of something. There's definitely like a UK or European shop that I've heard of. That the dude who runs it seems like a cool enough guy. But I don't remember off the top of my head. Maybe somebody else knows. We don't ship to the US, unfortunately, or ship outside of the US. We don't ship to the UK. I wish I could help you directly. Any scribe tools like wood carving type that carve out a groove? Please stock massive amounts of stuff. There's a good one in Italy. If you know the name of it, feel free to drop it for Sad Cat. You know, I used to wood carve. There were tools that can carve out almost rounded grooves. There's all sorts of different kinds of chisels and scribing tools out there. So I'm not sure if there's one that does exactly what you're saying. The guy in Florida was talking about using ports in Florida to help out with the jam of container ships. I'm not sure. Oh, the governor or something maybe? It's hard because I think traversing the Panama Canal adds a lot of cost. If you have a face group, there's a group called Gunner Shop that has the plus the places outside the UK. Florida really does something helpful. Okay. Looks like it's just hands, and I can put the, and they'll be done with the arms. 26, 13, and 7. Easy on the Florida slander. I was just reading a comment. That wasn't my statement. So I've lost core, Gundam, 2 shields, Titan colors. What would be cool to replace it with? Not sure. Wasn't the only thing I build though. My brother got me an incredibly rare 1/350 RMS Lusitania kit for Christmas, one of my Holy Grail kits. Nice. I would look up some scribes chisels that are meant for other scale modeling or something, possibly even for fine jewelry engraving. It's a good suggestion. What kind of shapes are you trying to do, Bean? Oh, carve out grooves with a rounded bottom. Quick question. Orders with pre-order items wait until everything can be fulfilled to ship. Correct. That is correct. Any news on Jupiter Gundam? Last planet I need. I don't recall anything on that one. Although I think there was a bunch of Build Divers stuff on the last order sheet. So we might be getting news at some point in the near future. I think it was sometime in October that we got the order sheet or the confirmations for October, November, December. So I presume sometime in January we'll be getting our confirmations for January, February, March. Got back from the store, the stream is still going. Win. For a little bit, Steeds will be done pretty soon. I'm cruising the rounded bottom. I gave away all my woodworking stuff, so I can't test it out on plastic. I feel like that stuff might work, but I'm not 100% sure. Definitely something to try. You almost want to find like some spare pieces or plastic or, you know, whatever to try it on first. How deep are you looking to go? Armor of God, I just found the site. Thanks for letting me know. No problem. It's the only one I really know. I've never like interacted from a shopping perspective, but I've definitely had a few nice chats on Instagram with the owner of that shop, and he seems like a good dude. So. Small round burr, we can put in Dremels would be great. The curved chisel edge could turn over the chisel, making long rows of rounded grooves. Micromark makes some weird, different specialty chisels that are tiny. That might be a good place to look too. Okay, let's do D4. Looks like we'll be finishing the hands, getting the arms done. And that'll probably be where we end tonight. Which means next week we'll get to start on the legs. Very shallow grooves. Can't remember seeing a wood carving tool with a roundness that would be so shallow. I wonder, I mean, how wide you might be able to get the same kind of effect with like a small file or something. Especially if they're going to be like straight lines, you might be able to take a rounded file of some sort and file in the grooves. Right arm is done. 7/12/27. Scribing scares me. Feels like it'd be so hard to get the right symmetry. I think symmetry is hard. There's definitely techniques and tools for it, though. Gun Primer makes some really cool templates that I think are designed to achieve just that. But there's definitely other ways of doing it too. It's hard to try it with X-Acto, but screw it up in one row and then chisel all the rows out. 3 of 5 rows done, then messed up, had to remove them all. You could also putty them back in if you make a mistake. I have a kit I started trying to learn scribing on, and I had to undo some bad panel lines I scribed in that way. Of course, I can go back to it and try to rescribe them yet. That's the thing. I don't plan on painting, so putty will make those spots noticeable. Well, it's especially hard to do any of that kind of stuff if you're not painting. Sprue glue works well to fill in oopsies and scribing. I've never done that technique. How clean of a finish can you get? Does it blend in perfectly, or is it noticeable? To me, probably to fill in the hollow parts in the HG at the end. I just need to paint it now to match the color. Just waiting on my latest Mecha Warehouse order to get into Scribing nice steeds. Okay. D3. Not paint, but if you use the spruce and the plastic you're filling, it is very, very close. Cool. Might be worth a try. Sprue glue, that's when you dissolve the plastic. Yeah, it's basically you mix Tamiya cement with the with runner plastic. Also, Nick is carrying stuff like plot plate. We haven't started carrying that yet. We probably will in the nearest future. I want to carry it. There are so many options in terms of sizes and types and all that kind of stuff that it's been something that's been say just difficult to carry. But we'll probably start with some of the more common sizes and stuff in the near future. Now that I've got a little bit more time on my hands than I've had. All right. We've got shoulders, arms. Imagine it'd be hard to stock with all the variations. Yeah, so I think we'll probably carry the most common sizes and shapes and whatever, and worry about carrying all the fancy stuff in the future. So looks like next time is legs. See how long it takes to get through the legs. The waist, and the backpack, weapons. So we probably got at least a few more streams of this. Live in the Bay Area, and only physical store that carries plot plate is HL, and I don't want to go there because the drive sucks. I don't blame you. Good progress tonight. The goose is looking good. It's a fun kit. Looking forward to carrying this further. So I think that's where we're at for the night. Thank you everyone who stopped in and joined in tonight. Hope you enjoyed yourself. I know I did. Appreciate you taking your time to hang out with me rather than whatever else you might want to do or could be doing this evening. We'll be back next Saturday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, starting in on the legs and continuing this build probably for the next few weeks. And yeah, so enjoy the rest of your night. Don't forget though, that live 10 code, it should be active. You can save 10% if you order at Mecha Warehouse tonight for at least the next few minutes. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet, so you can get notified next week for the stream. And yeah, have a good week. See you all later.